You said kick TikTok. What? What's happening here?
Trying to buy it.
Oh, they tweeted out about a intent to purchase agreement, but it doesn't matter. But
Why?
why? What?
Why doesn't it matter?
Because even if even if TikTok was going to sell, which I don't think they will, I doubt they would sell to Kick.
Why don't you think they're going to sell?
Because why would you? I feel like it would hurt ByteDance in other markets. There's no reason to give away the brand name just to an American business, and it would just help America. Why would you ever do that? It just seems like silly to do that, I think.
What if it's the right price?
I don't think it's about money for China, would be my guess, right?
I guess that's fair.
That's my guess. I could be wrong, but
How do you feel about the ban? You think it's justified?
I think as the law is written, I think it holds up. Yeah.
I've only heard about how much information they steal from idiots like Joe Rogan. So is that real or is that exaggerated?
So here's like the strongest version of the legal argument that I think is pretty compelling.
Okay.
Basically, China could ask TikTok for a lot of information about you,
right,
and do bad things with it. But you're in a weird world where you cannot criminally hold China responsible because it's a foreign country.
Right.
But their subsidiary TikTok has First Amendment protections because it's a U.S. company. So you're in a very weird world where a foreign adversary can leverage your own constitution against you while being criminally immune because it's an international company. Which I think is difficult to work around. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Tricky situation. What do you do when a company that's U.S. owned today becomes majority owned by foreign nationals that are on the, what's the list? The foreign influencer memers?
Just say they can't do it.
Say that you can't buy this.
It's a foreign adversary, yep.
Foreign adversaries. This is like a made up thing.
What do you mean?
Technically, everything is a made up thing.
It's like a real made up thing, though. It's like someone came up with a list. They're like, we don't like these motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, they're not on our side.
But it's not like Congress didn't declare war against these people, right?
What do you mean?
Well, like going to war against a country is like a whole ass thing.
Okay.
Right? What does it take to be on the foreign adversary list? That might just be like Chuck Schumer and fucking, who's the old ass fuck? What's his name?
Joe Biden.
Fuck.
No,
Your dad.
the Republican old dude.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, it might just be like the two of them. Like, who do you want to put on this bitch?
But I feel like most Americans would agree, like, China's probably not fucking with us like that, right? I think we're all in agreement.
They're
or
definitely
no?
fucking with us like that.
Okay, they don't like us, though.
No.
Yeah, so, like, they're not.
When he says
Debatable.
when he said fucking with us, he means like in a good way, not
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
fucking us, but like, you know, oh, I don't fuck with China. Like China doesn't fuck with us like that,
Thank you.
but they're fucking with us.
Are they?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I don't like that.
What?
I don't like China fucking with our shit. It's not good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll see if that's the case. I mean, what did you say the market cap of TikTok should be, in your opinion? The U.S. operations?
I have no idea.
What's your big guess?
Jesus, 100 billion.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Twitter was 44. I mean, yeah, 100 makes sense.
All right. Okay. American TikTok users migrate to Chinese app.
I heard about this.
Did we? What's the Chinese app?
It's called Red Note.
Something. Yeah.
Soupy.
Fascist countries ban app.
Oh my god.
I've been watching a lot of this lately. It's been funny.
Oh, fuck me. We're all okay.
The TikTok.
This is
users
your
are
bread and butter, though.
very
You love
upset.
this. You love this fucking shit, don't you? Yeah, he does.
Whoa, buddy. I don't know yet. Let's see what she has to say.
I mean, we started with fascist, and I know that you rail against this.
Well, you know, we'll see.
Fascist countries ban apps.
I think I've seen this.
Fascist countries ban websites. Fascist countries ban apps and websites under the guise of threats to national security, when every other country knows it's about suppressing the free speech of its citizens. If the government believes that a single app
She lost me.
could, quote from the hearing on the 10th, skew the perspective of American citizens to be anti-American, maybe the real problem is that American citizens are already in such a state of political unrest and unhappiness.
Wait, you made a
That-
video on this. It was you had called it liberal racism.
What? What are you talking about?
You did. And in one of your videos, you were talking about liberal racism, and you said that MLK talked about it and how it is that people like this will go out and say, oh, all of these people who don't know enough that are making these decisions and whatnot.
What?
Oh, when she was talking about black people?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like a year ago, so you got to refresh my memory.
Sorry.
I don't think she's being racist here. I mean, I think she lost me when she, like, Destiny's argument makes sense. I feel like she should talk more about that, like the reality of the situation instead of just like this made up shit that she's talking about. But my thing is, like, if you're going to ban the fucking app, why wait so long?
That is weird.
Why are you waiting till now?
It does seem like there's huge timetables with government to fucking do anything.
For real?
It's like
Well, Congress had to pass a whole ass law for this, and then
how
after the
long did
law,
that take?
well, I think it was just on the backs of more and more like weird Chinese stuff going on and like tensions ramping up in
it's-
Southeast Asia.
I feel like as soon as you see like the number one, because TikTok's been the number one app for how long? And it's been Chinese the entire time, from what I understand, but pre like Musically or whatever. So why are you waiting till like a bunch of
Maybe
people
they
have
didn't the support in
careers on
Congress.
it?
Like, I think it's been a long time. They've been debating this for like years and years, and they finally got a law passed, and then the government went to enforce it. Yeah, I think the strongest argument that the plaintiffs in the Supreme Court case have, TikTok and ByteDance, is if you're banning the ban is like very narrowly tailored to social media apps, but the plaintiffs bring up like Temu. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but I see ads for it all the time.
It's like Alibaba,
I don't know what that is.
It's like
It's-
Chinese Amazon.
Oh,
Chinese,
okay.
Amazon or eBay.
Like
yeah.
for some reason, those types of companies wouldn't be banned at all. I don't know why it's only targeted to social media apps, because I feel like you can make all the same arguments about any like large app that's owned by foreign adversaries. But for some reason, the ban.
Well, I think that like how much you can get a little bit of data about me, like from like the weird shit I would buy from like what was it, Wish.com, that was big for a while, right?
I bet you can get a fuck ton of data depending on how smart your crawlers are and depending on how smart you are at like processing the data. No.
I mean, you can get some. Like, I mean, from when I'm using your app, you'll get what have I searched for, what have I looked at, what have I clicked, what have I bought. But
Right.
like that's pretty much where the data ends with the app. Like,
Yeah, but
you'll
if you
know my
can
location,
smartly,
maybe.
but if you can be intelligent about how you use that information, I'm sure you could probably ascertain a lot about an individual, political leanings,
But you can already just buy that information.
about what individuals, like an individual person's purchases are.
You can get basically like that's what the whole thing, like advertising companies, like you can go and try to get a ton of information about a person, like they'll sell it. I mean, you've gotten phone calls, unsolicited shit before, and they're like, Stephen Bunnell, are you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but I don't know if you could be able to buy an individual's entire purchase history, plus like where they were when they purchased it, plus the times, like and all of that. I don't think you could buy something that detailed. There's got to be like a data protection law.
But,
against
but
that.
again, this is not going to be your entire purchase history. This is going to be like
On
the
Temu.
weird shit that you bought on Wish.com, which is all like random ass weird shit. Like it's like
Temu-
Chinese.
He said
knockoff.
Temu is Chinese Amazon.
It's like it's like
Kinda.
Wish.
Yeah, it is.
You know, have you ever seen the website and it's like buy like a fucking 600,000 lumen laser pointer for 15 cents?
You're not buying high quality shit off Temu.
Yeah, that's what it is. The site is filled with like shit like that. Like I don't like they're going to know your location, they're going to know what you bought and what you looked at. That's not like, to me that's not like dangerous. Like on TikTok, what are the two things that are like really dangerous? One is that you can via the algorithm start subtly, like you'll know ways to start introducing someone, like what's the pipeline to making someone an extremist.
I don't know if that's a very hairy argument legally.
Well, I'm just saying that there's a lot more danger with
Yeah,
TikTok.
I know, but you have to be really careful, I think, because the danger about the content. This isn't autistic shit, but like when the government has to justify why they're banning something, if they're banning it for like we're banning it because it's like a foreign thing and it might hurt the country, that's like they can ban, like that's an easy ban. It's like, okay, yeah, as long as you like give a good reason, then the government can ban it. But if you're saying you're banning something due to the content, that's a First Amendment right, is freedom of speech. Well, now you have to have a really strong argument to ban it. So when the government is trying to maintain their position against TikTok, they're trying as hard as they can. They don't want to bring content up at all. It has nothing to do with the content. And it just has to do with the fact that China owns a company and they can look at a ton of data. It's not at all related to the content, because I think once you start making it about the content, First Amendment protections kick in and it becomes really complicated to ban that thing.
Is it true that they were like taking way more data than the average social media app? Again, I saw this on Joe Rogan, so I don't know how much validity it has, but do you know what I'm talking about? They said they could see like your text messages and all sorts of crazy shit.
They shouldn't be able to see that.
Especially on iPhone, because you have to ask for I don't even think if any app can see
Even
your
on
text
Android.
messages.
Like cell phones should be relatively safe these days in terms of letting like apps bleed over into other stuff like that. If you saw it on Joe Rogan though, I would instantly assume the opposite is true. So I would say with a high degree of confidence, they probably couldn't really. Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, so the danger from TikTok is, well, like, okay, what's the actual danger versus what can they argue? The first actual danger is that they would probably know the pipeline to have people in America start going one direction. Like, so if they want more Democrats, they would probably know the pipeline to, like, okay, I know that you're like a fucking crazy Republican because all you watch is gun TikToks. I'm going to start suggesting videos that's like a very narrow path towards you starting to like not hate gay people.
Right.
And then I'm going to start doing this one that shows you that like this thing, like basically they would have the ability with an algorithm that they do to like slowly change who you are, because no one likes to be told like, what should my views be? They feel, but when they discover it themselves on TikTok or on YouTube, it feels like, oh, I'm coming up with this, right? Like, I just read that, do you know that fucking China is putting all these people in prison, right? Like now you know that, and now you have a view on that, but really someone else just controlled your viewpoint. But if I was trying to tell you, did you know that China puts people in jail? I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Sure.
Communists are awesome, right?
Yeah.
So there's that part of the danger. And I think the second part of the danger is the idea of let's say you use TikTok as probably a lot of kids do, and they search for weird shit, or even adults to a certain extent. And then what happens later in life when, China wants something from you? And it's like, how would you feel if I let it slip what your search terms were?
So some blackmail.
On TikTok. A little bit of blackmail. Unless you tell me.
You think that's realistic?
Absolutely. For like real high value targets.
Okay. Thoughts?
The problem is you don't know. It's just so hard to know what can become a liability at some point in time. Like, it sounds stupid, but like it sounds, well, as you get bigger and bigger in the YouTube world, because I see a lot of success in your future.
Thank you.
There's going to be like random shit that people will do that will make you afraid, or you'll wonder how could you even do that without even like realizing how far removed your life. So like somebody, like a normal person might like take their phone and record like a video where they're like walking through their house. And when you're like a larger YouTuber streamer, you're like, holy shit, like I would never imagine just flashing my whole kitchen, because you might have a piece of mail, you might have a letter or something, you might like have something with your address on it. It's just like so much random shit. It might be the case that you're 17 and you take videos with your friends and family or some dumb shit like that. And especially with AI and like these large models that can now chew through a fuck ton of data in a relatively sophisticated manner. Maybe you've got some military operation where there's like a helicopter pilot or some shit, and China knows like so much about his history. Like imagine you're flying that up and you get like a text message with like pictures of your family and from like some Chinese neighbor, like just some dumb shit like that. There's like so much random shit like that that could theoretically be used as leverage against you, or DMs from the platform where you're talking private conversations. Maybe you've sent explosive material. Maybe they're piecing together secrets, like say you're gay and you have this like in text messages and they don't know, or maybe they can tell you're gay because of the content you consume, and that's like leverage. Like there's just so much random shit that is hard to imagine all the ways that it could be used against you.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay.
You want to keep watching Communist Sarah?
I think we understand where she's going, but if you want,
No, I'm good.
It's your show.
Banning TikTok and getting people to move to an app actually owned by China. Well, they're both kind of actually owned by China.
Right.
What? Why would? What?
The difference is that for that app, let's say that we find out that that app that's owned by China is doing bad things, we can just say we're banning this. No more of that app. Boom, you're done.
Just in case TikTok gets banned. What?
Everything I eat in Korea, starting off with their Starbucks matcha
that the
lattes, they are so
Pokimane?
much better.
Wait, is this the right?
Pokemon.
No, I clicked the wrong one. It was this one.
No, I think this was still a related video.
This is what it was. It was.
No. It says related video, so it already played. So you have to click the little circly button at the bottom left,
Watch now.
or that, but not that.
How long you been drinking?
Oh boy.
What is a
We're
circling?
really off the
This.
rails.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
For my Chinese spy and my Chinese spy only. 你今天好帅，我会想你。
I've seen a lot of these,
他们会不
so.
掉我们。
I do you know what she's saying? I can't read the subtitles because for some reason you have the video miniaturized.
You know what? Fuck yourself.
Okay. Wait, what did she say?
She was like, you know, fucking Christ.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right.
This video is for my Chinese spy and my Chinese spy only. 你今天好帅，我会想你，他们会不掉我们，我会在小红书上等你，爱你。
Okay.
Well
Nice.
done. That's the content we need.
True.
Okay. Boy, a lot of the American migration to Shaoshu may be the craziest accidental cultural exchange ever.
Yeah, I heard it was the number one. Oh, yeah, there it is. Number one. That's not good. Well, that's not good. My thing is just like, why fucking wait so long?
It's been a long time to pass this.
Well, fucking do it faster, though.
Well, law is slow, man. Takes a while.
Fuck, it takes that many years.
This
Like
app,
5 years, okay?
That's a long ass time.
It's a long ass. It's a big deal.
damn.
It takes 5 years? That's too long. I'll give you 1.
Jeez.
Maybe 2. I think they're cringe, but I understand the frustration. I'll say that.
You think what?
I think what they're doing is cringe, but I empathize with the frustration.
What's cringe?
The things that they're saying.
Who's they? I don't know all the pronouns you're using. Oh, the influencers that are switching.
White women.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
All the videos we're watching.
Yeah. I mean, to them, it's like just a random app and it's like fun and they've like had a whole culture and community on it. So yeah, it's probably like really jarring that the US government is coming and banning the most popular app that's especially popular with this age demographic, especially a demographic that already doesn't trust or like the government that much. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
This is Huawei makes cars? Is that how you say it?
No idea.
Huawei. Huawei?
I feel like that's closer.
Huawei?
Yeah.
What do you think, Steve?
Huawei.
Huawei? Huawei?
Oh boy.
All right, this is their car.
Buy one?
No.
Damn.
This is the car.
They're living in third. Oh my God, go back.
I was not expecting that.
Were those moon roofs? That's crazy.
Oh, yes, that's how I want to close my door. And it doesn't close. You're sitting there like this.
Hater.
Whoa, airport trays?
That's high
What?
That's high tech shit right there.
None of this is even like good
That's-
featured
It's a
stuff.
fucking Maybach also. This isn't even a fucking Chinese car. Look, it's Maybach backwards.
Wow.
They really don't give a fuck.
They're not living in 3024.
Yes, they are.
That's just an expensive car. Most of them are not driving that. Most of them are driving this. Please be what I'm thinking of.
To be clear, most of them I don't think are driving.
Yeah, most of them are not driving at all. Most of them are walking or taking the train.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What? How'd you know the other largest manufacturer?
Of?
Somebody got that. That was a good one.
Yeah.
You didn't hear him?
Because I said, oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you.
I got it.
Funny.
Are you guys going to kill me if I have to take a piss?
Nope.
Is that a thing I can do here?
No, you can go. One
Okay.
more hour.
We'll argue.